Has Catalonia's independence drive been snuffed out? Spanish prosecutors are preparing criminal charges against Catalonia's ousted president Carles Puigdemont and other independence figures. Authorities are examining whether Mr Puigdemont's actions and those of the Catalonian Parliament amounted to a rebellion by declaring independence from Spain. The Spanish government has now seized control of Catalonia. Anne Barker reports.
After weeks of pro-independence fervour, the mood on Catalonia's streets has shifted to the other extreme. Chanting "I am Spanish, long live Spain, long live Catalonia," hundreds of thousands of people who want to remain part of Spain rallied in downtown Barcelona. I'm here to try to claim that Catalonia is still part of Spain, says this man, even if there is a minority who don't want it to be. For the great majority, we're Catalans and we're Spanish. I want Catalonia to remain part of Spain because alone Catalonia can't survive, because companies have started to leave, says another man. The huge turnout comes days after a separatist majority in Catalonia's regional parliament formally voted to split from Spain on Friday and declare independence, exacerbating the country's worst political crisis in 4 decades. Spain's Prime Minister Mariano Rajoy invoked his constitutional powers to sack the Catalonian Parliament and call another regional election for December the 21st. Many at the rally want Catalonia's independence leader and former President Carles Puigdemont arrested and jailed. It's a disgrace, this woman says. This man is bringing us to ruin and we're not going to consent. They're shameless, and Mr Puigdemont needs to be taken to the prison. Mr Puigdemont has called for a new campaign against direct rule from Madrid. But the success of his independence campaign could depend on whether or when he goes to trial. Spanish prosecutors are already preparing criminal charges against him and other pro-independence figures, though Spain's Foreign Minister Alfonso Dastis says it's possible Mr Puigdemont could still stand for election.
If he is not put in jail at that time, I think he is not ineligible. So theoretically, his party could put him up as a candidate, I think.
The huge turnout in Barcelona underlines the depth of division in Catalonia. 90% of voters on October the 1st supported independence, but only 43% of voters took part. And recent polls suggest at least half the electorate, maybe more, oppose secession from Spain. And next time, many, like Francisco Marin Guerriero, will take part in the vote. The issue is that we don't want Catalonia to separate from Spain, he says. We didn't vote in the referendum because for us it was an illegal poll. Simply because of that, when we have the elections in December, then we'll see those who want or don't want an independent Catalonia. Amid talk of a possible prison sentence, some are even speculating that Carles Puigdemont might seek political asylum outside Spain. A Belgian government official says it's not unrealistic to think the independence leader could ask for asylum, and Belgium is one country that might grant it.
Het is niet onrealistisch. Dus als je de situatie op dit moment ziet.
If you see the situation at the moment, the prison sentences and the repression from Madrid, says Theo Franken, then the question is obviously whether somebody like that has the chance of a fair trial. Then we'd get into a difficult situation with the Spanish government. That's clear. Independence leaders have just over a week to decide whether they'll contest the election or boycott the poll altogether.
Anne Barker reporting.